Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And today, this video, we're going to be looking at rehoming some of my blue Moscow guppies. They're approaching 2 months old now, most of my fry. And with that, I'm going to be taking some of the female blue Moscows from one of my tanks and putting them in my 20-gallon up here with some of my other females. Reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to selectively breed my blue Moscows when the time comes, so I'm going to be trying to limit the interaction between the males and the females, and I'll be selective breeding them in another couple of months. But as most of you may or may not be aware, around the 3-month mark, most guppies will become sexually active. So take any unnecessary risks in having guppies breeding that I don't necessarily want. So I'll be separating as many of the females as I can. Now at the 2-month range, it's very clear which of my fry or my juveniles are male and female. Most of them have colored up quite nicely, so it's very easy to separate the males from the females. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be showing you how it's done. Alright, so as you can see in my 20-gallon up here, I have roughly about 5 or 6 guppies in this tank, so it is understocked. But all of the guppies I have in this tank are female. I don't have any males in here, so I will be adding some more females, and this will in turn help with the selective breeding process. Okay, so in this tank, as you can see, I have probably in the neighborhood of 12 to 15 of my guppy fry or juveniles. And as you can tell, the males have colored up quite nicely. There's one there, there's another one, and then you have the females where it's just more of the coloration in their tails and not the full body. So I'll be separating out some of the females and putting them in my 20-gallon tank from upstairs. Okay, so what I've done is I've put a clear bag into an old breeder box that I had, and I'm going to use that to transfer my guppies from this aquarium up to the one I was showing you at the beginning of my video. Alright, so I've just put 4 healthy females in this bag. I'll transfer them up to my 20-gallon, and then that'll give me at least 9, possibly 10 females up in that tank, and then they can mature and put on a little more size and more weight. And in the other tank that I have here downstairs in my main family room, I still have males and females in that tank. It's just I don't necessarily want to leave all of the males in one tank by themselves without any females, because that does increase the aggression that the males will have towards each other. And I didn't want to leave so few females that the females that are left are now being harassed by the males when they do become more mature. So I'll bring these upstairs, let them float in my tank upstairs for a few minutes. The conditions are pretty much identical in my two tanks, so I don't necessarily have to do it for too long. I don't want to stress these females out. And then I'll release them into the other tank upstairs. And I'll show you how that goes. Alright, so here I have the four females still in the bag. Just let them acclimatize very briefly in this tank. Like I said, my conditions are almost identical to each other, so there won't be much acclimatizing needed. And then I'll release them into this tank. And you already have some of the other females in this tank coming to see what's going on. And I'll release these shortly into this 20-gallon. Alright folks, so it's been maybe 5 minutes. I let the fish get acclimatized to the tank water and the temperature, and then I've released them into the tank, and right now they're just basically swimming around and getting more familiar with their surroundings, and I don't want to stress them out any more than I already have. So I will just possibly dim the lights a little bit and let them get familiar with their new surroundings. Alright folks, so it has been probably 30 to 40 minutes later. I have dimmed the lights a little bit in this tank, and they seem to be getting along in this tank now quite well. Again, it'll take them a little while and completely new surroundings for them, but like I said, the water parameters between my two tanks is identical, so I don't see there being any complications with adaptivity to this new tank. And I'll let them grow out in this tank. And then when the time comes, I'll select one of my blue Moscow males and bring them up to this tank for breeding purposes. But that is still a couple of months away. But when the time comes, that is my plan to start the next generation of blue Moscow guppies. I want to thank you for joining me today. As always, if you haven't already done so, I would please ask that you subscribe to the channel. I certainly look forward to the support from my subscribers. Hit the like button if you do like these type of videos, and the notification so that you're notified when my new videos come out.